Hey, so for creating our YouTube thumbnail today, we're going to be using PicMonkey.com, and yes, you got to pay for it if you want like all the perks and all the, even for saving, which is really annoying. There are alternatives like GIMP, I think like Pixlr. I'll be putting them below, but I use PicMonkey because it's what I've always used ever since I started doing YouTube, and now I feel it's even more worth it because if you're new to this, it has a whole bunch of templates. So like here I'm going to be using the blank YouTube template, which is perfect because it has the perfect dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail, which is 1280 by 720. And you can also do like a whole bunch of other things, like it has templates for Instagram stories and all those good things. So in my opinion, especially if you do YouTube all the time and you post more than 2 videos a year, it's worth it. So I'm gonna go in and add in my picture that I took using my camera. I'm just taking it straight from the camera roll because the image quality is really good and I don't think I'll feel like I need to edit, and I'm just gonna add that to my project. Because it's a tutorial on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I really wanted to showcase that palette in the thumbnail because usually you want a thumbnail that just screams, this is what my video is about, without people having to read what the title of, your video is. So I saved the image from Google and open it in preview, and this is how I get rid of that white background. This is a thing that comes with Macs. It just converts it to a PNG file, making the background transparent. So when you add it to your, project, it doesn't have like that white behind, and it just a little floating palette basically. So right now what I'm doing is just playing around with the image, repositioning it. It's just honestly by trial and error. A tip for you is when you're expanding your images, expand it from the corners, not from like the sides, unless it just distorts your image. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing around with the size of the little palette and adding a little drop shadow. So for that, there's an effect for that. You just go to effects, drop shadow, and you can make it less or more faded. You can angle it differently, you can intensify it. Usually I like it a little bit more intensified, and I keep it white because I feel like it pops even more, especially with like a darker backdrop. So that's how you basically highlight the products. That's that little cool effect. And now I'm going into text, and usually for text I like to play with 2 fonts, and my go-to at the moment are Gotham Ultra and Mole. I like the contrast of the the really bold straight text versus the more italic text. Like I find that really cool, so I'm just playing around with that. And again, you'll see I'm gonna add drop shadows, and one of the things is I go with a little pipette tool over here and pick up colors from my image, so like it has a flow to it and everything looks coherent, cohesive. You get what I mean. So you just gotta play with it and see what works. I love me a good drop shadow. So I'm just playing and repositioning things so that it looks cute. Honestly, like I said, trial and error. So one of the things I like to do also sometimes is fade the main image so that the text pops up even more. So here I'm just doing a little 5% so it's super visible. And also another thing I started to do more is zoom in and zoom out, because you want to see if like as a little tiny thumbnail, your thumbnail is like popping, or is it just like pass. So yeah, that's basically what I do. Then you just export it. Just make sure you put it in JPEG, not PNG, and save it. You see it's in high, export to your computer, and then you just add it to your to your video, and you're good to go. And since it's all the right dimensions and everything, it just looks great, and you don't have any like black lines or anything on the sides, then it looks popping. So there you go. That is how I do my thumbnails. I hope that this video was helpful. If you want to see more YouTube 101 kind of videos like this, comment below. Make sure you check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.